So for our next video, we're going to do a scale drawing. And you scale a drawing when it's larger than you want it, the object is. The object is larger than what you want to draw. So in this case, we're going to scale my um, scanner, and it's an Epson scanner, and it's 14 by 12 and 5 inches deep. So I'm going to start out by making a rectangle, and since 14 inches is larger than I want this to be, I'm going to use 1 pica equals each inch. So I will alt-click here and put in 14p0 points by 12 picas 0 points. Okay, so there's my top of my scanner, and I'll take out the stroke and put in the fill. Okay, so I'm going to use this, something like this, okay, for fill. All right, then I see that it has a little pattern on the top here, and actually I'm going to do this with the rounded triangle. There we go. All right, and I'll just make that slightly lighter, and not the fill, but the stroke on it. There we go. All right, so we've got that, and then because it's an Epson scanner, I will go and put in Epson and make it this lighter color. And we need it on the fill, of course. There we go. And I'll make it just slightly larger. There we go. And put it there. Okay, now an important step is to, I'll make that just a little darker. An important step here is to group this. So I'll go to Object and Group. And now I'll make my next rectangle. So this is my top here. And now I'll make the front or the left side. And this is going to be 14 picas, 0 points by 5 picas, 0 points. So there we have it. Here's the front. And on the front, it says Epson. And we'll make this just slightly lighter. And drag it on here. I guess Epson is all in caps. Well, I'll leave this here in upper and lower case. And there are 8 icons here. So I'm going to make a very small rectangle here and come here like that. And I'll make a copy of it, holding down my Shift and my Alt key. And come here to my blend tool, and I'm going to specify steps and 6 steps because I want 8 icons. So we're just going to pretend that those are icons, and I took the time to draw each one. So here I'm going to go with the blend tool here and go in the center here and here in the center. And I have now 8 icons. And I will expand it and Control minus to get back here. And I'll put my icons down here. Okay. And let's see, I'm going to move this down. And there is a little ellipse, a little white ellipse just down here. And there we go. Okay, and now I'm going to go with my pen tool and take off my, oh, let me deselect that first. There we go. I'm going to take off my film and put on a black stroke. And I can see this is where the lid comes off. So I'm going to click here. And here I'm holding down, whoops, didn't work. Okay. Let me get rid of that little point. There we go. I'm going to click here. Hold down my shift key and click here. All right. That's nice. And of course, it's the wrong color. So let me change views here so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. And I'll make that black. All right, and take out this fill. All right, so there we go. And I'm going to draw, um, go in group this. And one of the things I like to do is grab hold of the corner here, just like we did when we did our quilt, and line it up and make sure, uh-oh, what happened there? Oh, I had the group selection tool on. All right, now we've got the whole thing, and I like to line this up, just like we did. There we go. When we're doing our quilts. Here we are. Okay, so that's all lined up, and now we're going to do the side. So I might as well just leave it in this view. And I'm going to click here, and the side is 12 inches. It's the top of the side. So I'm going to do 12 picas, 0 points, by 5 picas, 0 points, and say OK here. All right. And let's see, let me change views here. There we go. And I'm going to make this just a little darker. Oh, that's a little too dark. All right. Go. All right, maybe, yeah, about that darkness. Okay, and then I'm going to take and show my rulers because I want this to be precise. And so I'm going to put a guide down there and a guide where I have this there. Well, could be a little bit farther down. Okay, and so I'll just take my pen tool here and draw. Hold down my shift key. And I'll take off my fill and put on my black stroke color. There we go. And if I hide my guides, oops, there we go, it should line up. So I can see that this is just over a little bit here, and I'm just going to use my arrow keys to move that over. There we go. All right, so there we have it. And I notice that there also is a little space here, a little thing like that. I'm going to take off my stroke and put on, there we go, so there we are, and I'm going to group these also. And again, after they're grouped, I'm going to make sure that they line up. So I'll just come here, and here we are. Oh, that is off a little bit. Well, let's move this down. What happened here? Okay, this needs to be pulled down. All right. Okay, and I can see that I have to go with my direct selection tool here and choose that point. I'll just add it up there, and this point here. There we go. Now it all adds up. They have to line up. That's important there, and they do now. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the Perspective tool and drag this out and show the perspective. And I'm going to bring this down here like this. And one of the things, I should have made a copy first of this. And I'm going to do that right now. Make a copy of it. There we go. And I'm going to do the top first. So I'll go with the Perspective Selection tool and click here and click this top and just drag it here. Ta-da! And then I'm going to go to the left side or the front and grab this and put it here. And then I'll go to the right side here and drag it here and place it. And if it won't go in exactly where you want it, you can use your arrow keys to help guide it. Come on, you. I need to come in here like this. Okay. Now I can move it. All right. There we go. All right. So it all lines up, and we want to go to the perspective grid and hide the grid. And there we have it. There's your drawing of the scanner. And I will expand it, and there we go. It is going to expand, and there's the drawing. And it's that simple, and good luck to you on yours. The next video will show some samples from former students. Bye now.